used for evil. Everything meant for good is being used for evil. Flawed technology, universal dichotomy, religious policies, part of the fulfillment of prophecy. Morally corrupted, experiments are conducted. Our impoverished state has been intricately constructed. Colorful people tricked by the ones who shouldn't be trusted. Some were to be the guinea pigs, others would be the puppets. Efforts to twist our brains be done in open plainly. Science and medicine being utilized inhumanely. The people in control of the system, they be the eviliest, deceiving us with poison ingredients that they're feeding us. These are just the
Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Live Pod, a channel focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. I don't know if you guys caught this moment roughly 2 weeks ago. Trump was asked this question on the House floor.
Who was the president? Who has been the president since January 2025? Trump. And who was the president?
Hey, so Vernon came back with a lead. He say the ones that got this copy of Dre's phone, fuck with the ballers. I gotta say, this seemed like a dumbass move even for them. But it's all we got right now. Hey, so go meet with Vernon and see what he got.
I am not. You're not. You said one for me. Do you believe in the company you're trying to say? So you believe that without any second thought,
There was president in 2024, and he said one vote each President Biden, and that caused such an uproar, passion, and outrage from the left. How dare you question that? And obviously, it's clear that it's in crazy or somehow disrespectful to claim that Joe Biden was actually in charge. Yeah, well, spare me a second. I don't get where all the outrage is coming from, because it's clear as day that he was not president. He was simply the puppet that he paraded in front of the cameras, and that is becoming increasingly apparent, especially with the recent release of Bob Curry. But now, following that, things are getting a little bit interesting. As Joe Biden's auto-pen scandal is now coming back to the forefront, as James Comer is now launching an official investigation into the matter. Let me show you guys exactly what's going on here. We got some stuff to get into. Alright, folks, we'll do the sponsoring segment right here.
You are going and looking at who is controlling this auto pen, because Joe Biden, I mean, he's demonstrating that he doesn't have all the cognitive capabilities they had. That interview was for 2023. That's hard evidence. Early in President Biden's term as president, it clearly shows that he was in significant mental decline. His question is who was actually making the decisions. So what we found is not just with the party committee, but many of the executive orders that the courts are now using Trump freeze, many of the executive orders that President Trump is trying to implement to make government more efficient, many of these executive orders is locally harmful to Biden's entire family as a result of our investigation.
So did Franklin tell you we going after the ballers today? Everyone I asked, one name kept coming up for these Drake tracks. Dude called Pete. A real baller OG. Go back as far as I do with DNA. We're going to need to talk to him. And that'll probably mean killing a whole bunch of his dudes. Nothing you can't handle, right? I got some boys with us over there.
Of the offices, we're going to advise them to come in for a screenshot interview. If they want, then they'll receive a subpoena and they will have a full deposition. But we want to find out who was actually making the decision in the White House during the last 9 months of the Biden administration when he was clear in mental decline. Who made those decisions? Somebody has to give the authority to use the autopsy. Obviously, Joe Biden was the one that stuck the paper. There's no paper trail. There's no evidence that we found that person was Joe Biden. So we're looking at the senior officials, and don't rule out Hunter Biden. He spent a lot of time in the Oval Office in the last 3 months. We know that from the President office and the forces that were involved in the inner workings of the White House.
You know, first whole auto an issue kind of, and I'm not saying that I thought but just, the perception of the issue, it seemed kind of like a thing that Donald Trump was ranting about on Truth Social. In the end, wasn't really going to amount to much. This really was a big challenge. After the release of Robert Murphy, the auto
Hello, you're through to Merriweather Security Consulting. What can I do for you? Helicopter support unit will be with you right away.
The year he left office, I remember facing some facts about his life, and now we're supposed to believe that that guy not only knew everything that he was signing, but consciously also understood every bill and every pardon that was being signed.
We are here to help. Latest whoever's giving you trouble.
Joe Biden obviously wasn't calling the shots, wasn't reading documents, wasn't reading the bills, and he sure as hell wasn't personally reviewing pardon as soon as he was caught. Somebody writes Congress thing. Damn people, I don't know. Cool down anything that fed into this horrible mid-year. Have you seen the summer forecast? Weather experts are saying it's going to be the hottest summer in over a century.
You know, Americans are yet again under heat alert for the record.
Record high temperatures that come to mind.
I mean, we all know the weather is getting more extreme every year. More rain, more snow, and yeah, way more heat during the summer. But if you think your home is hot and stuffy now, just wait until those temperatures start to skyrocket. It's going to be wild. I've already prepared myself for something by buying one of those portable cooling devices, and they're very important. They were invented by an ingenious college kid from Phoenix. He came up with this low energy, sweet air cooling device.
Should have known shit was going to go south. Time to do what you do.
Invention is blowing up in the U.S. If they can cool down any room in just 90 seconds, and it costs next to nothing to run, unlike costly air pumps. The design of happens was AC room. They were left AC 95-degree left. Can you imagine having to sit there all day trying to concentrate and having to study insanely hot temperatures? Schools fix AC budget cuts hard to decide to through it all to itself. Yet talent for engineering or start taking apart those traditional air conditioners. Figure out how they work, how to the recycled cold air so we can cool all the local energy. For instance, device glass, fan, those hot glass, 95 to 65 degrees like minutes using 90% less energy than typical AC. When we're shut out, I'm able to do investors lined up to get in. And get this, when a big AC company tried to buy them out, turns out that it's the ground. Not if you guys did it. You're like, honestly, top end here, now called this available on the market at incredibly affordable. It's insane, guys. This device will really fast. Very any power. It costs almost nothing to run. Like 95% of this air pump. Just fill it with water, plug it in, get this glass of ice cold air, and it's running in an air pump. I want to ditch it. It's way cheaper, just as effective. It's super compact. It's taken down to fire. It works the best in living areas. People all over are switching to this more affordable option. Seriously, with another sport-driven summer on the way, it's the perfect time to jump on this. They've got a special promo like 50% off the back pass, so if you're tired of sweating through the summer and want to save some cash, just scan the QR code, grab that discount, and get one of these insane equipment. Maybe grab a few if you found multiple amazing ones and stay for the summer. Scan the QR code to claim your 50% discount on Children's Day.
I want to look at now, like, yeah, it's like that third front. And I just was and what it is, I can take a range where I haven't planned it. And then one woman, yeah, just keep this up. So that's looking for stuff that I sort of don't.
Yeah, obviously somebody was behind the scenes, whether it was Mom or somebody else, some state figure was actually in charge. That's kind of the problem. Really was.
Shit, if you wasn't some cross-eyed OCD motherfucker, I might like you. But you ought to know this shit. There's lines you don't cross.
As you listen to the leftist media, they'll tell you that the president uses the auto pen too. And sure, that's true. But what? All three letters? The odd ceremonial stuff here and there? What presidents use the auto pen to the degree that the Biden administration did? For everything. From these controversial pardons to major executive actions. Trump has already addressed this talking point as well. He admitted that he has used the auto pen before, but only sparingly. and
That's
never
some
for
dirty
anything
some
critical.
punk
But the
looking for
scale of
clout,
Biden's
blasting
AutoPen
tracks
use
all
is
over
off
the
the
place. I got
charts.
some
And now
low
paired
low.
with the Robert Hur
Okay, I'm gonna
interview
make some
being
calls
released,
here.
it's
See if this
impossible to
stacks
ignore
up.
why. He
I'll give
couldn't
Franklin a
do
call
the
when we meeting
job,
up.
and his staff knew that. And they lied about it for years. They covered it up. And the scandal here is the country was being governed by people who were never even on the ballot. This issue has got to make it to the Supreme Court, and for a couple of reasons, not just the AutoPen issue, but the fact that Biden issued these wide net preemptive pardons, giving connected individuals pardons for
Hey,
crimes
what's
they
up?
may have committed, not for
Coming up.
actual charges that they were found guilty of. You know, in my view, these pardons are garbage. They're totally illegitimate. You've got Hunter Biden, Fauci, Mark Milley, all the deep state favorites under the sun, walking free and now supposedly immune and exempt from investigation. And all of these pardons rubber stamped by a president who didn't know what the hell was going on and didn't even actually sign them. One of his staffers did with the AutoPen machine. Can't overstate how insane this is. Those pardons are invalid and should obviously be tossed in the trash.
Fucking
When
right.
the president pardons someone, it's supposed to be a deliberate, thoughtful act, and he's supposed to be pardoning somebody who was found guilty of a crime. Clearing the rap sheet. This whole thing stinks to the high heavens, and obviously there's some sort of deep state cabal here that was really in charge, and they took advantage of that shield, that Biden shield, the dementia shield, as we call it, to use these pardons to block future accountability of their actions. Now the Hunter Biden investigation is stalled. Anthony Fauci gets to retire with his tens upon tens of millions of dollars that he made through the pandemic. Mark Milley gets to pretend as if he didn't engage in treasonous actions. And Adam Schiff gets away with his endless corruption. They're all fully protected. It's an absolute outrage. And it's, again, totally illegitimate because Joe Biden not only didn't even sign the documents, but didn't even know what the hell was going on. Obviously. Joe Biden wasn't the president, folks. Joe Biden was the...
Avon called. He wants us to come back to the facility so he can show us something, you know. Clifford's gone through the data we recovered and found something, apparently. But we just need to do one last thing, and the money is ours. We're so close to that payday I can taste it. Anyway, round up the crew if you like, and meet us in planning when you're ready.
But again, we are being played by the elite assholes. Fuck. They fucking us right now. But it's on us to realize this shit, stand the fuck up, and take it to another level. Tell them that we want this shit to stop. Fuck the bullshit. Tired of the bullshit that don't make no sense. It's time for us to do some shit that makes sense for a change. I'm just saying.
Anyone's cancer is tragic, but that don't mean that the cover-up of his cognitive decline weren't disgusting. Hello there, your Awakening Wonders. We stream on Rumble every day at these times. Join us there and get Rumble Premium. During the run-up to the election, we report continually and openly and honestly about Biden's cognitive decline. The idea that there's a cover-up there is, in a way, absurd and appalling because you can't cover up something that's plain and evident and obvious. You can only reframe it according to their agenda. But leaked excerpts of Biden's interview with Robert Hur suggest that his cognitive decline was so evident and appalling that anything other than his immediate withdrawal and capitulation from the 2024 campaign amounts to corruption. How can we ever trust them again? Who was really running the country?
And the truth is the truth. We're gonna go to the outcome on the next video. I'm Mr. Glass 48.
We going to that swinger party this weekend?